We are Nate and Allie of Better Together Adventures, and we want to encourage you to get outside and ride. So one of the things we've really struggled with is our audio when we're out riding. There's a lot of videos out there that talk about how to set up your audio equipment, but it's usually just for one rider, and we are two. So the other night we went out and we each set up our own audio system. And I've got the DJI 2, and then you use the Mini.
Yep. And
we have, you know, the dead cats. We have the shoe mount with the audio adapter for the Insta 360X3. So, you know, we've got some pretty nice equipment. The audio, I don't know. It doesn't suck.
Well, the audio was good. It sounded good. But the problem was we recorded me talking on my camera and we recorded Allie talking on her camera. And the problem there is this is all just going from what I hear because she does all the editing. So all the credit goes to her for these videos. I mean, I think she does an amazing job.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
The problem is you hear me talking on my video and you hear her talking on her video, and to get those together would be cut, and then stitch, all those little pieces of that conversation together. And I can't see that happening.
And for those of you that do editing videos, you know it's a lot of work. It's not just sit down at a computer and, you know, it takes time. It really does to get it even halfway decent. And that's why I'm so frustrated with this audio, is because I'm like, how hard can this be? So, like I said, I recorded on mine, he recorded on his, and then I try to put it together and it's too much work.
Yeah.
So we decided to go for a ride. Nate hooked up his Mini first on his Insta 360, and we went down the road, and that was fine. There was so the range on these is 1,312 feet.
That must be like a quarter of a mile or something, maybe.
Something like that. So a really good range, provided that it's a clear range. It's a straight line. So we had one area, I think, in the video where it kind of like sounded crackling a little bit, like I was breaking up a little bit from you, and I was quite a bit of a distance ahead of you. And then the wind noise. So the wind noise on this one, and you'll see in the video, there's a lot of wind noise with this. And I think our top speed was like 59 miles an hour when I looked at my speedometer.
Yeah, and it was a pretty calm day too there. I don't think it was real windy or anything. And I mean, that obviously will just make it worse.
Right.
If we've got a crosswind, a headwind, faster speeds.
Right. Now you ride with a shark helmet.
Yes.
And then I have the Shoei helmet. I wouldn't say my helmet is noisy, but you feel your helmet's noisy.
I think the helmet I'm wearing is pretty noisy. I'm looking at probably putting a touring windscreen on my bike, and I think that will help a lot because the screen that I'm looking at sounds like it cuts buffeting quite a bit. So that may help as well.
Right. So we'll have to see if the helmets play part of the role in the wind noise. But overall, watching videos about the this guy, you know, they're little, so they're really nice to get inside the helmet. But I have heard the wind noise on these is not great. Now this one I hooked up to my Insta 360 when we stopped. We switched over, and I thought the audio quality of this one was better. The wind noise I don't think was as bad, and we mentioned maybe it's because there is a bigger dead cat on it.
That would be my guess, because I would assume that they've got similar microphones in them. I don't know how far apart they are in design, you know. You would assume that the Mini, is that the newer version of that?
Yeah, this is the newer version of this.
You know, so it's either the same or potentially a better microphone.
Right. And by the way, we are not sponsored by these people at all. So this is a quite an honest review. So I really like them both. They both have their advantages.
Yeah.
They both have their disadvantages. Getting this one in the helmet, we're gonna have to play around with placement. I think too is a big thing. You know, where to
Yeah.
put it, because if you have it in there, you're like, you know, you're
It's like chewing on the top of a stocking cap.
yeah, which is not fun. But I do like these. And the other one that we may try is the Rode, the RODE system. I've heard really good things about that. So this one has a range of 820 feet. So still a pretty good range. And I can't imagine us being that far apart when we're riding. You and I don't ride close together anyways, but I can't see being that far apart.
Well, and it all depends on where we're riding. I mean, if we're on a trip somewhere and you end up getting, I mean, it's a possibility of getting separated by traffic.
Right.
But I guess in a situation like that, we could also do the voiceover.
Right. So yeah, and that's another option is the voiceover. And do people really mind voiceovers?
I don't mind it when I'm watching videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch some videos, I think voiceover would be better because they're audio. You know, I've seen videos on various subjects where the audio is kind of garbage.
Right.
But things have gotten a lot better.
Right.
You know, options like this are available now that weren't years ago.
Right. And I like the idea of being able to, excuse the mosquitoes, I like being able to audio ourselves, you know,
Right.
because we do have great conversations. We, I think we're funny in our own minds.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Right. But we do have good conversations, and we have good banter back and forth. And I think that would be nice to be able to share rather than just snippets here and there and then music, although I do like the music as well. But so this has been a challenge for us, and I don't think I found one single video that talked about how to have audio with two riders.
Right.
Like I said, there's a lot of videos out there with one rider, but not a lot with two riders. And I know there are YouTube channels where there are two riders, husband and wife or whatever, that do have audio, and I'd really love to know how they do it. You know, can you do it through a Senna? Or Cardo?
Oh yeah, that would probably be an option as well.
Right. So maybe something we'll look into eventually down the road. We'll keep playing with these. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're almost at 500. Tonight we're gonna do the Mic Mini, the DJI Mic Mini. Nate's got the receiver on his Insta360 hooked up, and we're gonna see how that works.
Yeah, give her a try.
So we're gonna drive down here to the town hall, and then we're gonna switch to the DJI 2. I think that's what it's called.
The other one.
The other one. We're gonna see how that works. I noticed was the wind noise. And I don't know if that's from the microphone in here or if that's from the camera itself.
I would think it's almost got to be from the microphone because that's what's recording the audio.
Well, that's what I thought too, but we'll see.
Because it quiets down when we slow down to stop.
That is true.
Which I guess recording off the camera would also do that.
Right.
But it's got to be from the microphone because I think that would probably...
Ooh, got nailed in the head with a bug.
I heard it. Yeah, because having these microphones on connected to the camera probably like overrides the internal microphone.
That would be my guess. God, the sky's so pretty right now.
When we mount this camera, I need to have that mount pointing back towards me. Because even now that as tight as I can tighten it, it's trying to
Find it. I ordered a different motorcycle mount. So maybe that'll help. Alright, so we're done testing the DJI Mini. Alright, so now we have the DJI. I don't know if it's the 2 or what it is. All I know is that's up in my face. And
It's not the Mini.
it's not the Mini, it's the other one. Oh, the other system is the Rode, RODE system.
Mm-hmm.
And that one supposedly has good reviews too.
But what's the range on that one?
I thought it was, well, I'm not entirely sure. I can't tell if it's recording or not. I don't think it is. Hold on. I can't really tell. Can you talk in yours?
Yes, I can talk
Okay.
into mine. Talkity talk. Mine working?
Yep. As far as I can tell, it is.
Okay. But you can't tell if yours is working?
Oh shit, I just popped it out. No, I think mine's working.
Okay.
Definitely gonna have to find a place for these. Oh shit, I just snapped myself in the nose.
Don't do that.
I know. Okay. There, I think that's tucked in there good.
I don't know if I can turn right as well. Yeah, I'm
Nice
okay.
job, babe.
Thank you. Might have even went tighter in the right turn than I do on my left.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna run you over.
Look where you want to go, not where you're at.
Okay.
Dirty, dirty mirrors. I shouldn't rub them.
We really need to wash the bikes.
Yeah. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Nope, you can go first.
All right, we're going to turn right and go around the block.
Are we?
Sure, why not? We haven't gone up that way in a while. Just for something different. Nice job keeping it in your lane, babe.
Thank you. I think that's the thing I forget sometimes is that you gotta watch where you're going, you know. And I tend to look directly in front of me, and I know.
That does not help when you're turning.
Nope, I know.
And I know it's hard to do, but yeah, you need to look where you're going.
Yeah.
And when you're driving in a car, notice that you do it.
Oh, I do it all the time. And when I'm on the horses, you know, you look where you want to go.
Right.
I just don't know why I don't do it. Maybe it's that confidence thing. I don't know. There's sometimes where I get so tense about riding. I don't know why. Especially now that I've fallen fucking twice.
Yeah, but you haven't fallen while riding.
No, true.
You just tipped it over, like turning, besides being on dirt, you know, on sand, especially that last one there.
Well, the last one was my foot slipped and down she went.
Well, yeah, I think the last one was you grabbed too much front brake.
Probably.
Although you should have you got ABS on there, but when you're in loose sand like that, it doesn't help. I wonder if that used to be the water came up into there.
It wouldn't surprise me as marshy as what it is in here.
Or maybe not, because there's a driveway. Maybe that's more of like a field, like they cut hay off it or something.
So yeah, we'll get back and we'll get all the videos stitched together, and we'll see which one sounded the best.
Yeah.
Maybe none of them do. I don't know. I don't mind the one little bit that I listened to, the one we did last night where we had both two separate ones. That wasn't horrible, except for some of the bumpity bump bump bump. Except some of the wind noise, you know, when we hit higher speeds.
Right.
So that's something we just may have to look into, where maybe it's the placement of the... Did she hit something? Or is she checking his nose? She must have hit something.
Should we stop, see if she needs help?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just making noise. Oh, okay. Okay. I was just making sure you're all right. Did you hear her? She said there's a stick underneath her car.
Oh. Okay.
Well, maybe, is it real big, or? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to reach in there with something to grab a hold of it.
Yeah. All right, babe, off you go. Oh, no. Good luck.
Bump, 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 bump. I give her credit for stopping. Most people just turn the radio up.
I don't know. Something was just bizarre about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that vibe too?
No, I just got the ditzy blonde vibe.
No.
I would guess she ain't from around here.
Nope. But anyways, going back to the thing, stitching the videos together, that's something that it would probably work, provided we weren't talking on top of each other, you know? But we go back and forth so much that it would be nice just to have one system.
Yeah, it would make it a lot easier. You got a little scamp in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Somebody got a like roasted marshmallows or something?
Something. I love this little piece of property. This is so cute. I love their little garden. You know, is there a way to do it out from like Senna or something, you know? Oh, there's the horses. I've been wondering where they've been. They just moved them down here.
I thought they've always had horses over here.
They were out letting them out into this pasture. They've always had the horses, but this is the pasture on the right is where they've been.
Oh.
See, and somebody's got to be there because there's a hummingbird feeder that's full.
Oh, by that house there on the left?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if our recordings are working because you were a ways behind.
Yep.
Good to go.
So yeah, the one has a range of, what did I say, 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
And then this one has a range of, I don't remember.
Well, it was less, right?
It was less, yeah, but I don't remember what it was. So anyways, yeah, we're almost back home, so we'll go ahead and get these stitched together. And we'll let you guys know what worked and what didn't work, obviously. And thank you again for spending some time watching us. We do appreciate it. So until next time,
Ride safe.